can always try to smash Russia and break up Russia. This is Cold War. We have crumbling infrastructure in America. We have homeless people. We have a drug addiction problem. There are so many problems in every country, including the United States of America. Pakistanis have been born and bred to believe that they matter. That is the core issue with your country. You actually falsely believe that you matter. The truth is that you don't. Jai Hind friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Now friends, there is a problem in Europe and we've discussed how, recession is hitting Europe. Germany is already in a recession and according to a Bloomberg report, 75% chances of UK slipping into recession. Now what is recession? Typically 3 quarters when the economy contracts. For 3 consecutive quarters, it is said to be a recession. Now, why am I talking about recession today? It is because this news item in front of me, Hungary PM blocks $54 billion European Union aid to Ukraine as bloc opens membership talks. Now, here is a brief background of this all. Hungary, PM Viktor Orban cites the need for proper preparation and a budget review in a veto announcement on social media. Move follows European Union opening membership talks for Ukraine. Orban initially threatened to veto but backed down. Dutch PM Rutte. Now, I don't know how to pronounce it. I looked it up on Google. There is this guttural sound when the Hungarians pronounce it and when the Dutch pronounce it. So it's probably Rutte. I don't know how people in UK pronounce it. I'm sure differently, but so this is how the Dutch pronounce it. Expresses confidence in reaching an agreement next year despite Hungary's opposition. Critics accuse Orban of using the veto to pressure Brussels to release frozen EU funds over a rule of law dispute. Now, there is also, it's not a clear-cut against Russia policy here. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not like, the entire Western world is united against Russia. They have their politics inside. They have their politics and, somebody does not get along with somebody, somebody doesn't get along with somebody. But at the core of it is also that war requires a lot of money. And I can tell you as, a former army officer, and a person who's a student of strategic affairs, it requires a lot of money. Armed forces, the mere act of going to war, it's a pit. You can keep on throwing money and it keeps on getting lost because there is so much churn every day. And in a kinetic conflict like the one between Russia and Ukraine, there is no end to money being spent. Now, billions of dollars have already been spent and people, the voters of these countries, now all these are democracies, right? It's not like some banana republic where the public does not ask any questions or they're not allowed to. Here it's a different case. All of these countries are democracies, mostly. They're democracies and they're answerable to the people. Now, today, when people have to stand in long lines where fuel gets expensive, where gas is expensive, where standard of living has to be maintained, right? Where there is a housing crisis, there is a food crisis, or there is a gas and energy crisis, everybody is asking questions and everybody is saying, hey, maybe it's not a good idea to keep on funding Ukraine because where is this war going? Earlier, the United States of America, in fact, spoke about donor fatigue. They spoke about, this. They said that we've already put in so much of money into Ukraine. Where is it all going? Trying to smash Russia is one thing. Yeah? You can always try to smash Russia and break up Russia. This is Cold War thinking. Smart people would have got Putin and Zelensky on the table and said, put immense diplomatic pressure and say, hey guys, listen, you got to sort it out. You've got to sort this out. The problem is that the world actually thought that they were calling Putin's bluff. When Putin said he will invade Ukraine, they said, no, he's lying. Even I thought, sitting on television, I thought Putin will not, he'll not actually invade Ukraine. That was the entire thinking at that point in time, including mine, including a lot of thinkers in India, people senior to me by decades, I discussed it with them and they said, no, son, we don't think that is going to happen. Everybody thought that. When Russia did cross the line and did invade Ukraine, and this was on 23rd of February in 2022, if I remember correctly, what happened was that we all thought that this war was going to last 7 to 10 days. Now, the problem is stretching on and on and on and on. And Russia has a base. When I say base, Russia has a base in which Russia can actually produce stuff. They can produce weapons. They can manufacture weapons. Not so with Ukraine. Ukraine needs outside help to fight. While when we talk about outside help, we are saying that sure, the NATO troops did not come to Ukraine to fight, right? Ukrainians have been fighting alone, but the fact of the matter is billions of dollars are required every month. Now, this is naturally not coming from Ukraine. These billions of dollars are coming from other countries. Now, people in America are questioning it. I've seen it on social media. They're saying, look at us, yeah, we have old infrastructure. Some of the infrastructure goes back 30, 40 years. We have crumbling infrastructure in America. We have homeless people. We have a drug addiction problem. There are so many problems in every country, including the United States of America. In Canada, there is a major, major housing crisis. Europe is at the verge of recession. Germany's already gone there. England is about to, enter recession anytime. They're saying 2024, UK will face recession. How many countries? So can you indefinitely fund a war of which there is no, what is the end game there? What's going to happen? Until when are you going to give taxpayers money, billions of dollars? So this is, this is the core of the politics in Europe. And apart from there are other differences of opinions which they are having with each other. Apart from this, we also have this story, very interestingly, ladies and gentlemen, the Pakistan Army chief has pleaded the Kashmir case before Antony Blinken. He's met Defense Secretary Antony Blinken, and he's crying and screaming about the Supreme Court's ruling on Article 370 and its abrogation, 35A, and the same Pakistani nonsense about how Kashmir is an international issue. What do the Pakistanis want the Americans to do? And I'll tell you, this is very serious, and I'll tell you why it's not serious for me. It's not serious for my friends or my family or even my country. It is serious for every individual Pakistani, their families, their country. And I'll tell you why Pakistan is again going down the drain. Their army is wheeling, dealing behind their back. And I want to tell Pakistanis, responsible Pakistanis, rhetoric aside, let me tell you this in all sincerity. Your army chief has gone to Washington to sell your country down the drain again. You're being sold. And I will tell you exactly why. Jan Achakzai's tweet, which he deleted a few minutes later, that was a deliberate tweet. Save this video, Pakistanis, I'm telling you today, that was a deliberate tweet. He tweeted because the seventh point, if you see, and you can see this here in front of you, the seventh point given in this tweet was offering military bases to the United States of America, because then the US would send drones and they would bomb targets, right? It's all adding up to that. Now, let me ask you one thing. And I'm addressing this to Pakistanis, right-thinking Pakistanis. So what do the Americans have to do about Kashmir here? What does the world have to do with Kashmir? In fact, what do Pakistanis have to do with Kashmir? And what is your army chief's hope? Is your army chief's hope that America will send troops into Kashmir and quote-unquote liberate Kashmir from the evil Indian Hindutva regime? Is that what your hope is? Is that what you're thinking about? Why is your chief discussing Kashmir? Let me tell you that. You can keep on discussing Kashmir everywhere. You've been discussing it with the Americans, with the Russians, with the Chinese, on every platform provided to you. In fact, Bilawal Bhutto was discussing Kashmir in a platform of food security. So you can discuss Kashmir. You're free to do and discuss whatever you wish to do. Here is what your army chief is doing in Washington, Pakistanis. He is getting the Americans to say something on Kashmir because he knows that this is what the population of Pakistan wants. He's trying to behave like a politician. What the Americans will say is that the Indians and the Pakistanis need to talk to each other, and there should be a resumption of diplomatic ties in which all issues should be discussed, including the issue of Kashmir. This is what America will say a few months down the line. All right? Pakistanis will tom-tom it as a major diplomatic victory. Sweets are going to be distributed. They'll be dancing on the streets as if they have already entered Srinagar, and Pakistanis are going to go crazy about it. But the fact of the matter is, do you know why the Americans will say it? Because your army chief is going to give the Americans drone bases. You will give them drone bases, they will bomb Afghanistan, Taliban is going to send suicide bombers into Pakistan. This is the game. And all because your army chief wants a statement out of the United States of America. What do you think, Pakistanis? Do you actually think that America is going to take a position against India? And even if America does take a position against India, worst case scenario, the US Congress says that worst possible scenario for India, the US Congress says that Kashmir is a part of Pakistan. Let us say it says that. Let us assume that the US Congress says that Kashmir, according to the US Congress, if it says that it belongs to Pakistan, then what is going to happen? Let us say the entire European Union, the entire Islamic world says, no, we believe also that this is part of Pakistan. Then what will happen? Do you think they're going to send the US Marines to Kashmir? What is wrong with you, Pakistanis? Don't you see your army chief has gone to sell your country down the river again and again? He's gone there for exactly that. Pakistanis have been born and bred to believe that they matter. That is the core issue with your country. You actually falsely believe that you matter. The truth is that you don't matter to anybody. You don't matter to the Muslims in the world. You don't matter to America. You don't matter to Europe. You don't matter to anybody. In fact, Pakistan does not matter even to the Pakistanis, which is why everybody wants to get out of Pakistan. Now, what is the core truth here? The core truth here is that this is international wheeling and dealing. And just to get a statement on Kashmir, your country is going to be sold. Your army chief is going to take billions of dollars. He's going to do a Qamar Javed Bajwa on you guys. He's going to make billions of dollars. He's going to go away after he retires. He's going to buy a property in London, maybe a shopping mall in Dubai. And you're going to be stuck with these drone bases. You'll keep on bombing the Taliban or the Al-Qaeda or the Islamic State or XYZ, one of these fancy Arabic names that they have for terror organizations. And they are going to hit back, and they're going to hit back cities in Pakistan. This is what is going to happen. You have been sold. Congratulations, Pakistan. Yemeni rebels have launched missiles and rockets against a German-owned ship in the Red Sea, causing damage near Mocha. Ongoing conflict in Yemen raises security concerns with repeated attacks targeting ships in the Red Sea. They have also attacked most Israel-bound cargo ships. Now, here is where the problem is, Hitting an Israeli ship is one thing. All right? It is wrong. It needs to be responded to with fire. But the problem is that if every ship that you hit is not an Israeli ship but going towards Israel, you're making enemies out of the whole world. And Iran needs to understand that it will come down on Iran very badly. Tomorrow, there could be a multinational force going inside these countries. Tomorrow bombing. Massive bombing raids, and it does not matter because there are already American warships. There are 2 aircraft carrier groups. There are carrier groups there in that vicinity. So I think Yemeni rebel forces, they're acting on the instigation of Iran, and they're going to get hit very badly. Iran is going to get hit with sanctions and other things also. And I honestly think as an Indian, it's time for the world. I know we have diplomatic relations with Iran, and I know Iran is welcoming Indian visitors. And there was a recent announcement that Indians can land up in Iran without a visa. And I have a lot of respect for the Irani people. They're lovely, beautiful people. They're nice people, hospitable people. I have a problem with the regime there. My problem is with the Iranian regime. My problem is not with the people. I have the utmost respect for the Iranian people. Lots of love, lots of respect. But for the leadership, I think their leadership is the entire bunch of lunatics there. What they are doing is they are, I don't know what to say. That country has so much potential. It has oil, it has gas, it has tradition, it has culture, it has music, it has tourism. It has so much to give to the world. If tomorrow Iran was a democracy, right, you would not get hotel rooms in Iran. You would go crazy finding hotel rooms. I would love to go to Iran. I would love to go to Iran. I would love to go and explore Iran. I think it's a lovely country. But do you think I'm going to go there till the time the Ayatollahs are there in power? Absolutely not. Bunch of lunatics. And apart from other things, ladies and gentlemen, we also have news about a Ukrainian counselor. This is fun. It's bad news, but I thought it was funny. And they were arguing, and there was some problem, and I'm sure they had political differences. And this guy enters into the council meeting. So listen to this. This is great. There is this room, and there are councillors sitting, and everybody's talking and shouting and saying, no, I disagree with your policy, and no, your policy is absolutely incorrect. And the door suddenly opens. This is like a Clint Eastwood movie. The door opens, and this guy enters with 3 grenades, and he yanks out the grenade pins and he says, "Good morning, gentlemen." And the grenades explode, and I think 24 people are injured, 6 of them very seriously. Obviously, if you set off hand grenades in a room, and several hand grenades in a room is going to cause chaos. But yeah, difference of opinion. This is the way you solve difference of opinion, Ukrainian style. Set off grenades in a closed room. So thank you for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, press the like button and do write in the comment section what you liked. Do encourage us. We love to hear from you. And do keep on watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.